Hey guys, how's it going? It's good to see everyone. I swear this happens every single time I go to stream. It's probably gonna be like another 20 minutes before we like dive straight into Oblivion, which we've been working through. We are on the very last missions of the Dark Brotherhood. When I get memes in my DMs, because for me, I'm like, this could have been shared with everybody. And I would have seen it. Quaid, how you doing? Pretty badly. That's like 7 acres of rice. I get a little irritated because it just feels like this person, and I'm not outing anyone in chat, but like just the concept, it's like this person doesn't want to share the meme with the community. They only want to share it with me, even though everybody would find it funny. Does that make sense? It's just, it's not entitlement, but it's just the unwillingness to want to contribute and like share things with the community versus like, oh, I only want to show Ultra, right? It's like, I really, that's probably one of my pet peeves, is that. Yeah. Humstveli? What does that mean? Cloven. I feel called out. Have you sent me memes? Hi Dentu, how you doing? I actually can't remember. Did I just accidentally throw Das in front of a bus? I don't know, have I?
That's a real kick in the knackers, bro.
Dude, I don't know. Definitely wasn't thinking of you when I said that. Also, guys, we got Quiet in chat. Quiet. Oh, today, you haven't played Blueprints since Friday. Guys, Quiet beat the tutorial for Blueprints. Hold asleep. Where do I have to run to? Do I have to run to Bruma? Check out Quiet. Quiet is a very, very good friend of this stream. They are fantastic. They are amazing, and we absolutely adore them. They've been playing a lot of Blueprints, and they've been completely and utterly nailing it, and they've been doing an amazing job of it. Make sure you guys go and check them out. And we're going to be hanging out with them at TwitchCon Rotterdam, too. And then, guys, we had Science, who should be live right now. Science is a science communicator and Twitch ambassador. If you guys like learning, I know I do, you guys can go to their channel and learn fun science facts. Their channel is very accessible. They teach things a way where everybody can understand the science behind what's happening, and they're so good with answering questions too. Like, there's no such thing as a dumb question in their channel. But yeah, moving on. Anyways, before Das just gets crushed by like another bus or something. I'm saying who did it, but I added it like extra 5 parts. Oh my god. Quiet, we're talking. Actually, you know what, Quiet? If you're free and you have lots of time in the world, I would love your input on this, because just getting a different perspective. But if you're like, A, I want to relax and I don't want to answer questions, or B, I'm busy, stop it, then don't answer. But we were talking about like the different boundaries that streamers have with parasocial relationships, and when it's okay to like DM a streamer and when it's not okay to DM a streamer. And I was kind of like generically explaining it, but I very much like made it a point to say that each streamer has their own kind of comfort level or their own what's okay and what's not okay. And we were talking about empathy and parasociality. So basically, you know, a streamer's not feeling well, something's going on, and you want to check up on them, but you also don't want to like make them uncomfortable or go past a boundary that. What is happening here? Are you attacking me? Oh god. Oh right, yeah, it's Star Wars Day today. Yeah, May the 4th. Happy Star Wars Day, everyone. Hang on, I'll call you. Oh god. Sorry. Really? Oh my goodness, IHC, thank you thanks for the lurk. I appreciate you. You're playing some Oblivion right now? Let's go, girl. Let's go. Guys, IC is also a part of the Twitch Women's Guild. And is also Canadian. And is also an API streamer. Oh, it was a bandit bowman. Yeah, they can die. That's fine. Ooh, Elven Dagger. Okay, hold on. We're getting a phone call. Yo.
So what, we talking about parasociality?
Yeah, we are. Do you want to chat about it?
Ooh, interesting. Okay, what have you covered so far?
Before we get started, chat, how is my voice compared to Quiet's voice? Do I need to adjust it at all, or does it sound okay? Am I encumbered? God damn it.
I mean, that's what you get for shooting another timber wolf.
I did not shoot that one. 5x5? I don't know what that means. Sounds good? Sounds good.
5x5 means good.
How come everybody knows that and I don't?
I don't know what it means either. All I know is I think it was in Top Gun. Reading you 5x5.
I think the biggest takeaway points that I said was that streamers have different boundaries. And so what might be okay for one streamer might not be okay for others. For example, some streamers have their like DMs completely closed. I also shared that some streamers are unfortunately very bad with laying out boundaries where boundaries exist, but they don't make it very clear to others.
Oh, streamers having boundary troubles? No. No, that's never happened. It's not like we're natural people pleasers who want to talk and assist people in every possible manner, and thus we don't understand that our boundaries feel like selfishness.
Uh-huh.
It's never happened. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
But no, yeah, no, that's accurate. It's streaming parasociality, streaming boundaries. Honestly, it's just a parallel to, you know, how much of a social person you are and how much you contribute to and how much you can throw yourself and your, I guess, energy or spoons at other people, and how much you keep to yourself. And then it adds on another extra weird layer of it, because it's not a real, like, we're not really interacting with people on like a personal level, but it definitely feels like it. So that's where a lot of like the weird, you know, people crossing real hard boundaries comes in, where they feel this connection to a person that is honestly one-sided in a lot of aspects, and it can get kind of creepy.
This is very true. Also, sorry, I'm just realizing something here right now. I feel like we should do a podcast.
Oh, okay.
No, but just in the future, at some point. Yeah. Just putting that out there into the universe. I love chatting with you, and I feel like we have really good conversations, and it just hit me right here in the moment that I'm like, we could talk about some really cool things on a podcast.
But I want to see what Ratilia Scalicia is doing. How is she talking to you right now?
You can, what do you mean? Okay,
this
is a pet peeve.
She is shoveling stuff right now talking to you.
Okay, I genuinely get so mad at the farm when people can't shovel, poop, and talk at the same time. You can do both, I can promise you. Talk and work.
This is hurting me watching her. She's going to hoe her own foot.
I mean, okay, I think the problem solved itself. I think she lost it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
And so, out of curiosity,
it's gone. Okay, that's how you go
coming
through
for
the motions. She's on break. But focus. Lady!
This is making me so uncomfortable.
If you just stop, she gets stuck in the hoeing motion. Oh.
No, she follows me.
It's like if you turn around really fast, she's still hoeing. But then you like keep walking and she's still following you, and then you turn real fast and she's still hoeing.
You know this is only happening because you're on a call with me right now. If you weren't, the game wouldn't be. Jesus Christ!
She scares the crap out of me.
Oh, we're over it.
I don't know.
Are there some boundaries that you've set with your community?
Oh. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to
How big of a can of worms, or are you excited to talk about it, or is it like a can of worms?
I'm a streamer. If a can of worms scared me, why do I have a can opener and a camera? Like that, I feel like the can of worms were kind of we're worm opening
We kind of
experts.
are. We kind of are.
Like we say, spill the tea, and all of us are like, "Ooh, go on." But in terms of boundaries, with at least in the terms of my community, there's definitely like initially it was all over the place. There were people who were telling me about their daily lives. There were people who wanted to play games constantly with me. There were people that were like revealing like really like personal stuff that I was very weirded out to be hearing and receiving from people. Like there was that familiarity was immediate and a little jarring, honestly. And while I didn't have to do any specific boundary settings, I think a lot of it corrected itself over time naturally, because the stuff that was like an overshare, I just didn't respond to or give input to or feedback. Like people would throw like 50 paragraphs at me about some topic, and I did not give anything to that.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that would be feeding into it. And eventually that just sort of ceased. But at the same time, I realized I have the advantage of people are going, I think the parasociality is going to get a little less creepy or spooky with me, probably, because I'm not a feminine presenting individual. And that boundary on the internet just gets destroyed constantly by people.
I would argue, and before we deep dive into this, guys, is I turned quiet down a little bit. Is it good, or should I turn quiet down a bit more? People with deeper voices tend to drown mine out, even though the volume looks the same.
Am I talking over ultra by being lower than ultra?
Is it perfect? Okay.
Excellent. Good.
I would argue quite that when it comes to like parasocial relationships and people like at least
talk about.
on stream passing those boundaries, when you come off as, I feel like we're very much the same in that we're like open books. We're very open about our experiences and we share them and we talk about them. And I would describe our streams as like hanging out with the gang, right? And so I would also argue that like I actually probably think you probably get the same level of people coming into chat and like dancing around those boundaries or crossing those boundaries as me, just because I think it's more of that vibe and that it's nice that we give people the impression that like we're a safe place to have discussions, but at the same time there's still certain discussions where it's like that's a bit too much for the stream. And it's, as Icy said, how do you deal when someone drops some triggering stuff? It's really, really hard to deal with it.
Ooh.
There's
like
no
trauma
formula.
Dump?
Yeah, it's like trauma dumping, but sometimes it's just like, I guess, a bit of a trigger warning for you guys if you guys don't like hearing about death or family death. Just mute the stream for a second. But we had someone come in the stream the other day and they were just like, just didn't even say hi, nothing, just started going into about how their dad had passed away, which is really sad. And
yeah, that's a fun one.
That's hard to, for me, like that's hard to moderate, because it's like, okay, you're just sharing that with chat, and I'm like, I don't think this is the place, but as long as you don't run with it, I'm just gonna, you get it out of your system, and if it continues on for too long, or it starts getting into some like pretty nitty-gritty, this is way above our pay grade stuff, then I'm gonna say something. But unless it's like a very apparent, I'm oversharing way too much stuff right now, and it's like you need to talk to someone, I usually just don't respond to that stuff too much, just because it's like, I'm so sorry, like that's awful, but I'm like,
oh yeah, I'm
playing video games right now, like I did not consent to like that information being thrown at me.
Oh no, it very much so. It does happen where you'll have somebody who clearly is not, well, okay, there's two approaches to it. There's, you protect your community from just a rando who has some kind of need or compulsion to
Look
share
around.
something gross,
You
or
won't
there's
find better
the
prices in
having
all
empathy for
Tamriel.
someone who possibly is just needing to vent into
Exactly.
the world about something.
Yeah.
And based on what they vent, I would say I try to give them the benefit of being acknowledged,
Mm-hmm.
saying that like that's awful and that is horrible. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think anybody in chat has ever it could possibly not relate to that in any setting whatsoever. I hope you are dealing with it in any way you can.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that. In the meantime, I am not a doctor.
Yeah.
Or I am some jerk in my living room yelling at a puzzle game because the room has a chess piece in it that I didn't
An
want.
excellent bargain.
So absolutely come to me for all your medical and therapeutic advice.
Yeah.
So I think a acknowledgement followed by a redirection is what I would call that.
No, that's
Because,
really good, for sure. That's not. I know, Red. We got quiet in here. I love how much Red was yelling at you on Friday. By the way, that was like the funniest part of the whole stream. I was
Like, go to the end of the game.
Focus.
It's terrifying.
Focus.
Get in there. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and so Icy, to get back to what you were saying, you don't mind a small mention, but if they keep going, you get uncomfortable. Yeah, and that's why I think what Quiet just said is like a really good thing to do is like acknowledge that what they're going through is like not great, but usually what I tend to do too is like I will say, depending on like how serious it is, like, hey, you know what, I'm so sorry, like that's a lot, and it's like I think that you should reach out to like some resources. And usually my mods are amazing with, because I'm Canadian, right? A lot of people coming here are American. My mods are
We all
amazing
need
with being
therapy,
like,
yeah.
here are resources for if you are American, and just kind of guiding them that way. And it's like a nice way of saying like, I'm sorry that sucks, like showing empathy, but also like I can't talk about this. Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, and that would be an example of a varying boundary. Like with the having official resources handy
Got
is,
a great deal there.
I'd say that's a perfectly smart thing to do, 100%.
That might be a good mod command, actually.
On
Someone add that to the list.
I'll say on the flip side,
Yeah.
that the alternative response to that would be kind of a, oh, sorry, we're not allowed to handle that here. Here's our brush off. Try this hotline if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Which
A
I don't know.
pleasure to
That
serve.
I feel like I would give just a little.
Good day.
It would feel too homogenized, you know.
No,
At least in my
exactly.
perspective. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I agree too. It's just, it doesn't feel like again, it's not our job to deal with kind of those crisis situations or those like trauma dumping situations, but at the same time, you're more trusting of someone who it sounds like they've listened to you and recognized what you've said, and then you're like, and here are these resources versus like, here are these resources.
No, that's fair. It is interesting too that we're people who just talk on the internet, and people seem to have a trust of us, which is just a terrible, terrible notion, because Ultra cannot be trusted in any sense whatsoever.
Quiet would be the last person that I would ever trust ever with anything remotely important, like
Oh,
car keys.
exactly. No. Listen. If you lose your car keys in the freezer one time, no one lets you forget it. Ever.
Have you actually?
So how are you, Ultra? How are things?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
That's perfect. Okay. So parasociality. Oh, the parasociality is this thing that pops up. I don't even know if that's a word, but it comes up so often with streaming that it's always kind of fascinating to hear from either other streamers' perspectives or from like a viewer's perspective.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Like, have you ever had a parasocial interaction with someone that you saw like an actual impact on your chat? Like, that's a weird moment.
Could you give an example?
I haven't spent a lot of time there.
Say I have a couple, I'll keep non-specifics, but a trauma dumping individual in the chat was not reading the room particularly well.
Mm-hmm.
And it derailed kind of the whole vibe of the chat for a while, as they touched on some heavy topics,
Yeah.
and I was wondering how to handle it, as I didn't want to dismiss the heavy topics, but I also I think I was playing like something completely non sequitur to it. So it was very like, okay, let's talk about, let's talk about some horrible travesty happening throughout the world. And I'm like, dude, I'm playing Dinkum right now. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is the right vibe here, but I also didn't want to dismiss somebody wholesale.
Yeah, I think I've had that happen in two different ways. I've had everybody like very into the conversation. And I think as long as it's a topic that I'm comfortable with, I am very much of the attitude of, you go Glen Coco, you do you. I don't really care as long as chat's having a good time.
You go Glen Coco. I like it.
But I've been on the opposite spectrum where it's caused not a fight, but discourse in chat, and it's like,
Lots of people typing very quickly.
Yeah, and people with some very strong opposing opinions. In which case, I literally go, I actually just tell people, you know what, guys? We've talked about this topic, and it's getting to the point where people are getting disrespectful, and it's kind of going into... And even if it's a topic that's a bit heavy, I think it's fair to say that, like, this is a bit too negative. Like,
No, yeah.
we're having a good time. Like, I respect the topic, but that's not the vibe for me right now. I would like to talk about happier things. And I think that's totally fair and valid, too.
I think you're actually pretty adept at that part of... Hang on, I'm gonna burp. Anyway, you're very adept personally at that, saying, okay, I think the line is about here. I think we've stopped, and by I think the line is right here is Ultra's nice way of saying, shut up. We're good. This is fine. We have reached the zenith of this conversation, and it can then gently
The conversation is
walk
going
into
to
the
be changed whether we like it or not, and this is my nice way of asking.
We will now start drowning people one by one until the conversation ceases or the bubbles stop. This is Ultra. I'm Canadian.
Sato says there's a streamer that talked about how parasociality goes both ways, like if you suddenly lose a longtime viewer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something that, like, as a streamer, it's definitely, I can speak for myself at the very least that you need to learn to not take things like that personally. And it totally goes both ways.
Oh, absolutely. I've had people who were steadfast people in the community from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And then for varieties of reasons, either just they moved on from Twitch, or they disappeared entirely, or they had a gradual shift in their perspectives where they were no longer a healthy part of the community. Like, there are individuals I've met at real conventions that I'm probably not going to see again for a variety of reasons. And that's definitely the other half of parasociality, is there's people who have typed at you that you've interacted with that unknowingly, that was the last time you were going to interact with that
Oh,
person.
I don't like that. Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh, do you want to get real dark?
Sure.
One of your streams is going to be your last stream. Right?
It's really sad because I've been on the viewer side of that, where sometimes people have to stop streaming for, like, their own reasons, and they're not required to have this big explanation. But, like, God, there's a good handful of streamers where I'm like, you stop streaming, and I'm like, I have no idea what happened to you. All I do know is that, like, I hope you're okay.
Exactly. I'm still going to yell and scream and cry like have a tantrum. Like, oh, I hope you're doing really well, but God, I miss your streams.
Right?
Just come on back for like 10 minutes. It'll be great. I'm good for it. Just need a hit.
Okay, we gotta make a deal that, like, if we ever quit streaming, we have to promise to warn each other.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. There will be signs.
There'll
be like flashing red lights.
There will be signs.
There'll be like a torch in the background. Maybe like SOS blinking on the RGB. Your Ultrasaurus sign behind you will just say, ah.
Jeez, when did the sign change?
Oh no, that's what it's always said. It's the screaming.
Red says that happened to a streamer recently. I loved watching them. I'm so sorry to hear that, Red. And it's really tough, especially. It's the biggest thing is like it's not even like, man, I wanted to watch their stream. You're just genuinely concerned. Like, are you okay? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Actually, that is a weird aspect. I was going to relate it to when your favorite TV show just ends. But it's also a TV show where you said hi to the main character a lot. And they were like, hello, person.
Oh my god. You're totally right. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, that makes me even more sad now. What?
I hope Ultrasaurus gets renewed for the next season.
And Sada's saying girlfriend is struggling with streaming because she doesn't feel joy about content creation. Oh goodness, then stop. Just stop. If you're not enjoying it, I can promise you that you're not enjoying it and everyone else can see that you're not enjoying it.
There's a metaphor for streaming when you don't enjoy it. When, I'm going to say, I don't know, you're swinging a mace at this lunatic who's shooting 14 arrows into your body as they climb up a giant hill. And it's kind of like Sisyphus, but somebody's shooting you in the face over and over and over and over again until they enter the Jural Mountains.
Uh-huh.
That's basically what streaming is if you don't enjoy it. It's just arrows to the face while you're swinging at them going, yeah!
Yep, pretty much. Oh, Sada, just with any content creation, if you're not enjoying it, I would say I'm a very strong believer of Marie Kondoing anything in your life, not just your clutter.
Marie,
you know who Marie Kondo is, right?
By my sort of confused sputtering and going, obviously I know that she is a architect of houses.
She had her own Netflix special, and it was about decluttering your home. And, like, basically just having...
Where is this special?
I don't know. It's literally, if you type in Marie Kondo into Netflix, it should come up. But essentially, her logic is if you hold an object, and if it does not spark joy, get rid of it.
Oh, her!
Yeah!
I saw a meme of her, and now I know who she is. It's like, this does not spark joy.
Yeah.
This sparks joy. Yes.
But I think you should do that with, like, anything in your life, not just clutter and junk, right? Like, if something doesn't give you joy, then, like, why are you nurturing that and putting time into it? Life is too short for that.
That is accurate. I'm going to go pick up my cat real quick. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, he's good. Sparks joy, but such anger. Does that work with people too? Only if they consent to getting picked up, I think. Does Pippa spark joy? Oh. Only when not picked up. Is Pippa a pickup cat or is Pippa a don't touch me cat? Can I ask about the arrow?
Is Pippa a pickup? I'm able to pick her up. And sometimes she tolerates
What is this arrow writing? Oh.
It's writing a secret love message.
It was a message.
But most of the time she is not a huge fan of it. She's not like Wolfie. Wolfie is just on a league of his own, though.
he's a monster. I'm waiting. Like he's gonna kill me in Project Zomboid one time, and that's gonna be the time that I stop using a keyboard entirely. I'll just swear it off. I'll just give him the keyboard. He's won.
I've taught her to at least to ask nicely to go down, because like when she was younger and we pick her up, she didn't like it. She'd immediately go for the swipe.
Ooh.
And I would grab both of her paws and then snuggle her even harder, being like, no, if you want to be put down, that's not how we ask. You can wiggle, You can scream, but you don't use violence, and she's figured it out now that all she has to do is wiggle. Otherwise, she gets extra held if you choose violence.
I have no problem envisioning you doing this with like a horse too. They're like, I'm gonna kick, and you're like, no, you're not. I'm gonna smuggle you even harder and put you into a headlock.
Sui, welcome Raiders. It's so good to have you guys in here. Meow Assassins, we're here sneaking into Ultrasource's cozy campfire. Oh my goodness. Sui, what were you playing and what were you up to? Guys, we've got How to Be Quiet here in VC as well. Quiet if you want to say hi.
Hello.
Guys, if you don't know me, I'm Ultrasource. I'm a mixed race Canadian. Wait. Oh, I was gonna get you to do it. I'm like, I feel like you've heard me do this enough that you could actually do my intro for me. But I've already.
This is Ultrasaurus. She's a mixed race Canadian streamer who plays a lot of simulation and survival games, and is currently playing Oblivion right now, the remastered edition, and was talking about whether or not her cat is a pickup cat or not a pickup cat, based off of whether or not the cat sparks joy or not. And Meow Assassins, would you say
also
you
been
spark joy?
Having a lot of good conversations with Quiet here, another fellow streamer, about parasocial relationships and setting boundaries and kind of our different experiences and how we handle things. You played Stray? Why? Have you played that before? Wait, Quiet, have you played that?
I think I played a couple sessions of Stray, and it is a fantastic game. I know most people had a lot of problems with the very start of the game because it was kind of a cat in peril for a bit, but they are fine.
I haven't know. Oh no, I won't spoil it. Can I just share my emotions, Sui? Can I do that? I won't share what happened. It's like the funniest thing ever. Because I'm a pretty, I don't know, I think I'm usually pretty stoic. I cried like an absolute baby at the end. It was like, I was not mentally prepared to be an absolute slobbering crying mess at the end of my stream, like live for people to watch.
Well,
and
I have not gotten to the end now. I have to be, I'll bring tissue.
I think you need to watch it. But the funny thing is, I was watching another streamer a year ago. They came up into my recommended feed and they were playing Stray, and I could see that they were near the end, and I was laughing. I was like, ha 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 ha, they're in for it now. They're about to get the emotions. I want to watch them get the emotions. And then I just ended up as a crying mess all over again watching their stream, and I was like, I am such an idiot.
Got him.
Hi, Sheila. But guys, check out Sui. Sui's a fantastic, amazing female content creator. They are a part of the Housing Frequency stream team. You will often see them hosting a bunch of different events on Twitch, including the RimWorld Hot Potato event, which, Quiet, you should do this year when they run it. Have you done it before?
The RimWorld Hot Potato. Is that the one where they pass a save file?
Yeah.
I would feel either. I'd feel either really good or really bad for the person following me with that.
It all depends on how much tragedy you experience. You're 100 minutes in. Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome. That'll have to be a good. Well, I mean, with RimWorld, you're kind of. I don't know. Is there a time frame to it? You have like your whole stream to do stuff?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want until the Hot Potato event. So it's just for the Hot Potato event. That's when you have your slot to try to not kill the doctor colony.
Oh.
So you have to like make hospitals and harvest a bunch of potatoes. Like there's goals within the community to complete by the end of it.
Oh boy. Is there like a charity associated with this? Because if it's goal-based, I struggle with that. If it's meme-based, I mean, let's talk.
Yeah, it's Doctors Without Borders, and so it helps doctors deal with a bunch of adversity across the world, helping out people in countries that really need help. And so you're not supposed to be evil in this playthrough. You're not supposed to do things that like the doctors wouldn't do. Like you're not. Yes.
Charity.
I know.
Stupid charity for people who need help. God. All right, fine, sure, I'm in.
Oh, these
I'm just
people
committed
are
to like
bad.
a podcast and some hot potatoing. Perfect.
Mods, can we get another big shout out for Sui? Sui, thank you so much for bringing your community in here. I really do appreciate it. If you guys have any questions for me about Oblivion, feel free to ask. What? Are you going to be playing Oblivion at some point?
I've definitely been eyeballing it. I fell into this. Oh God, I don't. It's hard to describe. The Blueprints game is so well done.
Yeah.
I have gotten to the end credits, and I am nowhere near done by the apparent approximation.
Yeah, I
of
was there
everybody
for
else.
that. I thought everyone was joking when they said that you had just passed the tutorial, and I'm like, oh, everyone's memeing, and then you just kept playing the game, and I was like, oh.
Oh no, it was fantastic, and no spoilers to the Blueprints game. If you have the opportunity, I recommend it to everyone. It's missed on. It's like someone ground up the old Myst CDs and Riven CDs and Talos Principle CD-ROMs and snorted them for 8 years while making this game, and it is a thing of absolute beauty. It has a depth and a personality and a character to it that I have not seen in a lot of other games, and it continues to impress me after the end credits. Like the game is one of those games where you see the end credits, then you can keep playing if you want, because there's a bunch of other stuff they threw in there just for funsies. It's really, really, really well done. But in terms of that, I also don't want to stream 14 hours at a time because I can't let go of a playthrough, because you just want to try it and again and again and again.
Yeah.
And then you look and you realize it's tomorrow.
Yeah, when you raided me that day, I was like, you're still awake?
I was a zombie with but a human brain vaguely attached to me.
Oh, Sui, what are your plans for streaming this week, by the way? Is the craft system the same as Oblivion crafting system, like for, like potions and stuff? Yeah, I think you would have a lot of fun with Oblivion, quite especially like the amount of shenanigans that happen in the game.
I do love the jank of a good Bethesda game.
Yeah.
Though I will say, I've heard tell of okay. So I played the original Oblivion about 750 years ago, back when it first released.
Yep.
And one thing I remember specifically about the game is that you never really get to a point with the power curve where you are actually you feel like a badass.
No,
So, like,
the game actually does a very good job of that with the scaling.
Well, okay, take this fella in front of you.
Yeah.
The guy's been swinging the glass axe at you for about 20 minutes, and you've sunk about 12 or 15 arrows into his forehead,
Yeah.
and he's still coming.
Yep. And they don't stop coming.
If he gets within range of you, is he going to ace you in like 2 hits?
Yes, correct.
Now, is that a build thing where you have like the light archery person, or is that a...
Oh, you
they
know
hit
what?
like a
I'm
freight
playing
train?
on expert difficulty too.
That was a problem I heard about the game was, okay, not a problem, but the scaling
Yeah.
is kind of, you do no damage. They do all of the rest of the damage. Enjoy.
Yeah, I was actually... Oh my god. I was previously playing on master difficulty, which is even harder.
Oh, wow.
And that was actually impossible. Like, it took me an hour and a half to get through the sewers.
Oh. Nice, you got to meet, you got a lot of
Ooh!
Sir Patrick Stewart talking at you at least.
Yeah, we did. More Stray,
seen
Sui,
you
you're
in
gonna
my
love it so
dreams.
much.
Stray is fantastic. Highly recommend.
Arrow
The thing I
of-
recall specifically, I remember, I was like up in levels 50 or 60. I was a god emperor of death, destruction, and carnage. The world groveled before my feet, and the ground ripped away in front of me and behind me, forever changed by my passage. And then I would just find like a timber wolf in the woods, and it would come running at me. I'd be like, "Foul beast, how dare thee!" And the wolf's like, "I can eat the sun." And it's just like a random wolf
Really?
everywhere. Every animal, every creature was like, "This is literally the Omega Wolf. This is the wolf from which all other wolves are
When you were
wrought."
level 60.
Like, yeah, when I was like level 60, it's like a level 58 wolf.
That's
Like,
insane.
just like, there's like the scaling is like, well, we don't want
We
you to get
reached
bored with it. I
Richard
was like,
Petty level.
I would like to be able to kill a wolf if it comes up at me because I have a sword crafted in the demonic forges of an alternate reality, and my bow is crafted out of the hatred of 1,000 screaming banshees. And this is a dog.
But it's a really tough dog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a great dog, but like that dog has like, it's like Cujo Sauron. You're not ready for it. But then it's every animal, and it's like every peasant you come across. And look, you found a highwayman. I'm going to rob you. And you're like, ha, I am king of the Mages Guild, and I was the one who stabbed through the Dark Brotherhood with a blade of 1,000 vengeances. And they're like, okay, cool. I have a black hole hammer, and I'm going to two-shot you. And you're like, come on.
Oh, my God. That's kind of the nice thing. I don't know, man. I feel like this is the last of the games that didn't quite handhold you throughout the game. Also, Dexter, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thanks for being here. We reached Richard Petty level? Who's Richard?
Hell yeah.
Oh no, who's Richard Petty? This is a reference I'm not getting.
I'm guessing they're 43 years old.
Are they 43?
I don't know. I'm just... sometimes I'm not knowledgeable on things, Ultra. I'm sorry.
Same, though.
Also, when you say last game that doesn't hold your hand, really?
It's more handholdy than Morrowind in the sense that like it gives you quest markers and stuff, but it's less.
Okay.
But it's less handholdy in the sense of like the way it scales. It's just like no, you can still very much die at like level 30, right?
I think I was going to say for a second, like, okay, Captain Project Zomboid. Yeah, no, hand-holding is dead. Sure, okay. No, definitely it had a... Oh, God, I played Morrowind as well.
That one, you have to read the quests, right?
That one had some... I think that one had a jank that people had so much nostalgia for. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like... It's very much the matter of a lot of people would play, say, Oblivion, and they would get really excited about the idea of playing Oblivion, and then they would install like a bunch of mods to make like a really good playthrough of
It's
Oblivion.
only fun with the mods, though.
But then you get like 50 mods put together, and then you come to the shocking and terrible realization that you didn't actually want to play Oblivion because there's parts of it that are kind of crap.
Yeah.
You just liked the nostalgia of your experience playing Oblivion because we're bad at remembering things like it crashing every 20 minutes or 20 frames a second or your save getting corrupted or this mod not getting updated and now your character's stuck with a big head forever, or you went on the naughtier side of the internet and now everything has boobs and you don't remember putting boobs on everything, but you can't get them off of there, so you have to reinstall.
I totally did that on accident with a Skyrim playthrough, and when I went to stream it and I took someone's armor off, it was like, uh-oh, and I had to Alt F4 so quickly. I don't remember adding it, but it was something we rediscovered on stream. Well, it was like realistic, because if you take their armor off, what's underneath?
A shirt.
Not in my game.
Accidentally. Honestly, I can't give shame to that. Oops, I've installed boobs on my characters. Oh no! I've accidentally given all of the male characters a giant, freakishly large dongle that flaps around and has jiggle physics. Oh, I hate when I accidentally do that. God.
I mean, at least on stream, I'm sorry about it.
God, imagine the jiggle physics. Wow, that's the worst possible misstep of a word I could have thought of right there. XXX Ultrasaurus XXX. Nice. Ultra After Dark.
Ultra After Dark. Yeah, that was a, I don't even know who was, I don't think people were even there for that stream. Like, thankfully, it was like a very small select group of people that were watching it, and maybe the stream had just started too, and it was just like, oh, we gotta fix this real quick.
Dun, da 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 boobs.
Yeah.
Is it just me or is it always very, because everyone's always, like, I think everyone's modded Skyrim at this point. Like, you've looked on, like, Nexus mods. You've looked at just the variety of things. Like, I would love to have Macho Man Randy Savage the Dragon or Thomas the Tank Engine and so forth. Because they're just very memey and just amazing and delightful.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, I'm both impressed and horrified at the sheer number of mods for Bethesda games that are just straight porn. Like, wow.
Do I need to remind you about the rules on the internet, Wyatt?
Oh, no. I know about that. I just didn't think that they had, like, Rule 34 as the guiding light of Bethesda games in general.
They're like, it's like the Sims modding community, but with less shame.
Yeah, they don't call it woohooing. And it's not like from a top-down perspective so you can sort of separate yourself by pretending you're just God and these are your minions. Nope. You're in the tavern with them, and it's weird. And that's it. And that Lusty Aragonian, she has, for some reason, as a reptile, some really nice boobs. And you don't question it because you're on the internet. No one's going to judge you.
Oh my god. Shoot. What was I going to say to you? Did it have to do
So
with
parasocial
boobs?
relationships.
So crap. No, you've played Skyrim, right?
Oh, I have played. I indeed was at one point a disciple of Todd Howard. Indeed.
Did you ever read the diary of the adoring fan in Skyrim?
Isn't it?
He's in
Isn't
Oblivion. But the
Yeah,
diary is
isn't
in Skyrim.
Really?
Uh-huh. Do you know what it says?
You know what? Hang on. How about I just look it up and then I can regale us with it? Okay.
Sure, I would love that.
Diary of the Adoring Fan. This isn't a mod, and I'm about to start
No,
reading
it's not.
Shrek
No.
porn, right?
It's like I don't remember. It's like
Just
a
fool
book
me
or
once.
something. It's like a diary entry.
Cicero?
Cicero. Oh wait, is that his name? I just always called him Jimmy, so I don't actually know what his name is. Like literally, Pale Rider, literally. How did we go from parasocial relationships to lizard boobs? Quiet!
That's me, yeah. I see. I'm just finding it. 187 years after Oblivion took place, completed the arena contract, I ultimately decided to pose as a starstruck fan and immediately got into the Grand Champion's good graces. While escorting the arrogant fool through the great forest, I slashed his throat and left the corpse for the bears. Oh.
So is it a book or like what is it called?
It's Cicero's diary entry.
Cicero's diary entry in
So
Skyrim.
it's
In
from
Skyrim though, right?
Yeah, it's in Skyrim. Interesting.
Cicero was the sadistic jester of the Dark Brotherhood. That's what I thought, but ew! Oh my god, does he turn into the jester? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Oh, that might be. Oh, that could be it. Yeah. Adoring. Okay. Well, now I have to deep dive this guy.
Cicero was the abomination of the Dark Brotherhood. I will say, guys, like, I love the Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion. It's amazing and fantastic, and is what, like, genuinely, like, this is what made me fall in love with this game, was this quest line. Because it was just, I got so emotionally invested in it that it just became a thing and a half. But to see, like, how they dealt with it in,
Oh, wow.
Skyrim was just very disappointing, I guess.
This guy has a very long wiki page.
Ooh.
Did you know that due to his zero responsibility, he can be used to train combat skills without him reporting an assault? Which I think means you can just beat him to death forever and he won't file charges.
Someone had to find that out.
Someone probably found that out the first day. He's apparently they also make an appearance in Starfield with the same voice actor.
Oh, do they?
Apparently.
How
and if
far
he dies
did you
while he is
play Starfield? Like,
I played it a day. I tried to loot everything I possibly could, and I felt myself very unenthused. Honestly.
Yeah. I think if it was like, how do I explain this? Like uplifted more in the sense of like, we knew it was going to be released and it was going to be a big thing, and we weren't already anticipating the Elder Scrolls 6, which is never going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's a myth at this
but
point.
I feel like if we weren't all anticipating Elder Scrolls 6, I think Starfield would have done better. Not saying it's a bad game at all. It's just like it's the game that we weren't anticipating.
I think so. I think with Starfield, what I had a problem with, because I did it like a first playthrough on stream with it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get very far with it. Was it had? I think my suspension of disbelief got immediately just smacked in the face. And while I'm used to Bethesda games doing that to me, it very quickly said, "Here's your own spaceship." After establishing, you're not going to get your own spaceship. You are a drudge in this mining colony.
Mm-hmm.
And then I picked up everything that there was to pick up in that mining colony because Bethesda game.
Yeah.
And then I walked in, some guy gave me a spaceship, and I flew away and landed on another planet. And about that time, I realized, oh God, I'm the chosen one again.
Again. What is that?
I feel like there was no. I feel like the jank that I would be normally trying to associate with the Bethesda games.
Yeah.
I think I was at a loss for, okay, what kind of janky nonsense could I pull with this game? Because I have a laser blaster.
I think I did the same thing too. And Gord,
Yeah,
you're right.
just...
We did see the Adoring Fan in Starfield. You're so right about that.
Oh, okay. Want my ships back? I heard the ships were like a great source of janky nonsense.
So wait, they took them away?
What?
I'm confused.
Oh no, not had. Like, that's my understanding is the ships are. If I'd gotten to like ship design,
Yeah.
I could have played around with that quite a bit. Just make like ridiculous ships. It looked really. I definitely appreciated that they were doing something different.
Okay.
Which,
yeah, it's for me. It's a little bit too overwhelming, but I'm also. It's harder for me to get into space games for that reason. It's just an aspect of customization that I think is awesome for people who enjoy it, but for me, it turns into like choice paralysis.
I felt very similar to that with regard to both Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky, especially.
No Man's Sky, I have to relearn how to play that every single time I go back to it.
No Man's Sky, I realized I'm not ever going to learn how to play because I'll start over from the start. I'll die on the tutorial planet again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a shack built up that looks like your first Minecraft shack ever in your life. And then I'll get really obsessed about having a paradise planet or a
I still haven't found one, or I haven't found one that I like yet.
Or a utopia planet or something, and I'll spend 500 hours looking for that, and then I'll realize I hate it, and then I'll build a base somewhere else, and then I will forget that there's a main quest, and then I'll talk to the giant red orb, and then I'll keep giggling over the notion that I can summon this giant orb that's basically a little mini hub planet, basically on top of whatever I want at any point, which I gotta say, it's hard not to feel a little bit like a god at that point. Because you're in the game for like 3 hours and you're summoning your own Death Star just into like, you can summon in the middle of like a fighting battle. You're like, nah, I'm gonna go to my giant, massive Dyson sphere. Bye. And then
right, yeah, that's totally a thing.
Oh, and then you go walk in, and you walk in and you start critiquing other people's ships who land there and buy their ships off of them.
Bother me again.
Can you
and then
do
that's
that?
like one
to regret it.
Oh yeah, no. Like apparently you can just walk if you just stay in a station, the game either auto-generates ships and has them land safely inside there, and then turn around, and then their pilots just occasionally just stand next to the ships, having landed, and then wait for you to see if you want to buy it from them.
Look around. You won't find better
And then they'll pick up
Tamriel.
and then leave.
Huh.
Which, for me, is kind of like watching somebody at a gas station park next to the pumps and then stand next to the pumps, just eyeballing you. Like,
God, I love that.
It's a 2014, and you're staring at them just pumping your gas. Like, did you not need gas? And they're like, what you think? And then like someone with like a really nice car pops up, and you're like, ooh, that's definitely an S-Class car. And then you wonder what you're saying, and then you drive home.
Did you not need gas?
I missed that tier S car. God.
Oh.
But that
Yeah,
was No Man's
I
Sky.
didn't know about that part of the game. Hi, Gilby. It's good to see you.
That's one for No Man's Sky. That's like a tip of the iceberg. There's building your own freighters. I had another streamer, Ready to Tina. She built a freighter with the interior. You can design the entire freighter structure on the inside. And all I said, can you just make it spell out FU? And she then built her entire freighter just to spell that out when you walked in.
Bless Tina.
Blessed.
Yeah, we appreciate her.
Absolute. She is a precious resource to be guarded. Why are you yapping, Gilby?
Gilby, we got quiet in here. Say hi.
We were talking about parasocial relationships and stuff on the internet, and then we devolved into something else.
Getting rid of cats, lizard boobs, cars.
Yes. You know,
Farewell.
the 5 standard food groups of streamer technology. Is that Keanu Reeves?
Is that Keanu? Our halfy king?
Whoa.
Have you ever watched? It actually kind of does look like Discount Keanu.
So, yeah.
Have
I
you
know
watched
Elfu.
Always Be My Maybe?
Always Be My Maybe.
Yeah.
I could not tell you the first thing about
Anytime
that film.
Okay. It was really awesome. So, from an Asian perspective, there were a lot of like movies and TV series that came out within a 2-year period that actually featured a lot of like Asian actors, which was fantastic. And Always Be My Maybe was one of them. It's got that actor who shows up in The Office who pretends to be Asian Jim. I can't remember his name.
Oh, God. Yeah. who now has like a pivotal like Marvel Universe role as well.
No, that's Simu Liu, I think. Different.
No, that was the
Is it the same guy?
Office. The Office. There's
Really?
the Asian guy who replaces Jim Halpert for a prank one time to mess
Are
with
they
Dwight. He even has
both
like his
in the-
pictures photoshopped.
Oh. Okay, Gord
Yeah.
says both of them are in it. I was thinking of Simu Liu, but
Oh yeah, no, but John Krasinski and that actor are both now in the MCU as different roles.
I love
And
that.
there's a meme running around like, oh, so people are complaining about somebody having 2 pivotal roles in the MCU. It's already happened, and they showed John Krasinski and this guy because that guy was played Jim Halpert in The Office for an episode just to do a prank.
What I was getting at is in the movie, there is Keanu Reeves, and he plays himself, but as if he was like a douchebag.
I refuse to believe that.
It's the funniest thing ever because like it's Keanu Reeves playing Keanu Reeves, but he's not Keanu Reeves.
Was he like was there like a scene with him in like an oxygen bar or something like that, and he's just a way over the top individual?
It was like
I think I
a
remember-
super fancy restaurant with like you're eating a seafood dish while listening to dolphins crying or something, or the sound of
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, can we just briefly talk about that bandit slowly sliding down the hill that you just robbed?
The one with their legs like starfished.
Listen, you gotta air stuff out occasionally. I don't judge. But no, that does sound like a. I feel like I've seen that. Like he was just sort of like super pompous, but
Yeah,
very
just not
disingenuous
himself.
feeling. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh my God, there they go. main character from Office Space is also in Band of Brothers. That also messed with me, 100%.
The main character from Office Space. What's Office Space?
Oof. So Office Space is a circa, correct me, Chad, 2000 movie about the sort of tropes of office cubicle culture that are designed to slowly strip away your humanity and urge and will to live over time. As
God, I
just
love
a guy
that.
like, oh yeah, just like a guy like every day he goes into work and he's got like the annoying person who works next to him, and there's somebody nearby who likes to constantly complain, and somebody's playing their radio a little bit too loud, and he's just sort of stuck in this cube, just sort of regretting his life decisions. And he's got like the most archetypal boss structure of, if he gets something wrong, he has like 7 people who are going to tell him he made the mistake over and over again. And it's actually, they actually did fine work with it, as he has a therapy session, and midway through the therapy session, as the therapist is just drawing him into a deep, just, hey, don't worry, it'll be okay. He's like hypnotizes him into just a state of like just not giving a crap. Halfway through, the therapist dies.
What?
So the therapist dies right in front of him, and the guy's just like, oh, I feel good. And then it just goes into a great series of like just defying tropes. Like, one thing that stands out to me is as he's walking into the office like 2 or 3 days later, his boss does like the stand in front of you, like, I'm going to engage you in a topic and then hold you hostage here for a minute to talk to you.
Yeah.
He just sidesteps the boss completely and just keeps going.
Huh.
And that just, and you're just momentarily, huh? It's very much porn for people who have watched or been a part of an office culture and just wanted to not be in it anymore. Also, it has Jennifer Aniston and several other really good actors in it from, oh God.
You like Jennifer Aniston?
She's pretty, oh my God.
Is this enough arrows, do you think? Do they look like a porcupine?
At a certain point, you're just making another Spriggan out of that much wood. Just,
You're
come
not
on.
wrong. You're not wrong.
See, there's my point. You've oh, what is that Jet Li movie? Hero. You've heroed him, which is, if you've seen it, you know. And that was just some random jerk dryad out in the middle of nowhere.
Took like 10 years to kill you.
Yeah.
But eventually I will get there. You can be a
feel
mage
like
in this game, yes. Look, fire. Pew pew. Wait, hold on. Fire?
100%.
Fire.
Hang on, you ran out of fire. You're running. You're too moist for fire.
Oh!
There you go.
Did I really
Oh,
use
there's
the
one.
M word here?
Moist?
Tara, thank you so much for coming in the raid. Welcome, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ultrasaurus. I'm a mixed race Canadian streamer. We got How to Be Quiet in chat. We've just been, for lack of a
yapping.
better word, yapping? Oh, Jesus Christ. And we've been having a good
Hi,
time
Tara.
here. Tara, were you doing some more Tarkov? I know that you've been doing a lot of Tarkov recently. It's good to see you, Raiders. Hope you guys are all doing well. If you guys have any questions about anything in this game, feel free to ask. But we've been talking about, oh God, parasocial
okay.
relationships,
Listen,
boundaries
we started
on
with
stream.
parasocial,
Yeah.
then we went to lizard boobs.
No. We went to Marie Kondoing the cat.
Oh,
And-
right. Those
Yeah.
just spark joy. Then obviously you transition to lizard boobs. Then you go to, I'll be honest, as a streamer, I think my memory for stuff I've just talked
Asian
about
Jim.
has really, really atrophied.
You were working? How was work, Tara? It's good to see you guys. Check out Tara. Tara's a good friend of the stream. They do a lot of their, it's like, it's not, oh my goodness, estimates for building planning. You would be better at describing it than me. It's actually very fascinating to watch. But Tara's been doing that a lot, and Escape from Tarkov. If that interests you, go and check them out. They're good people. Tara, it's good to see you.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yapping is not a better word. Chatting is a better word. That is fair and true. Right?
I will accept that we were chapping because our lips will be chapped at the end. What do you think? Compromise?
Chapping sounds like something else.
Go on, Ultra. What does it sound like?
I don't know, but it just sounds like getting chafed somehow. But like
That
while
would be
chatting.
chafing.
I know.
Well, chapping is getting chafed on your lips. Does this not...
Oh my god.
I'm inventing a new term. Come on,
Is
we're
that
on the
an actual
cutting edge
word?
here. It is now. Okay, assless chapping would definitely probably fall under a different category of activity. That's fair.
I
Ultra,
also
did you know-
wanted to say quiet. Tara,
Yes.
if you want to tell us more about your stream, I'd love to hear about it. I've been editing my clips from 2023.
Oh, no.
That's when we played Ark together.
Oh.
Bro, by the way, that was 4 streams. Did you know that that was 4 streams? I don't remember it being 4 streams, but it was.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty hard-pressed to distinguish if it's April or May still. So that sounds about right.
Oh, Jesus, sorry.
There's a slight delay that happens, so I watch your stream, and then I get to see what freaks you out. And in this case, it appears to be crabs plus an extra fella.
Were the scamps always this hard to kill? I don't think so. Did
You
they
are
ramp
on
up the scamps too?
I love that the scamps and the crabs are working together collectively to attack you at the same time.
Awful creatures.
Like, I didn't know there was like a symbiotic relationship between the evil scamp with arrow hands and the...
Hope you're doing
Wow,
well,
an arrow
laughing face.
you just stigmatted that poor guy. Wow.
Uvari, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Wait, it's the crabs. Oh, yeah.
Did you know that crabs have evolved separately multiple times throughout Earth's history to the point that there's actually a word for it?
Crabification?
Carcinogenesis?
You see, this is why I say
Oh,
crabification.
man.
But no, yeah, no, I've heard like
Isn't that
it's
wild?
it's a parallel evolution thing, but they just revert further and further and further into crabs from different sources. Yeah, yeah.
It's just, if it works, it works.
We are crab.
We're all crab.
Disregard evolution, become crab.
Cancer? Yeah, it is. Like the horoscope.
Carcinogenesis?
Oh,
Yeah, duck. Oh, cancer is a crab.
yeah, that's where it comes from. Did you know that?
This makes me have a new respect for oncology because effectively you're fighting little crabs. Deadly, deadly crabs. Wow.
I feel like there's a different doctor for that.
That is a... Okay. That would be a lobsterologist, obviously. Crustaminator? No. No, that's different. I'm just stringing together words at this point.
It would be really fun to, I don't know what we would collab on, but anyways, me watching the Ark stuff made me go, I have not had a stream of shenanigans with Quiet in quite some time. So
I just wander in occasionally now and just make stuff happen. But, you know...
you basically do a B&E on the stream, you know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's
like
your
the
fault for leaving this
past
window
4
unlocked.
collaborations have been B&Es.
Oh, well, I mean, we had to test the... Would you like to knock on your friend's stream?
Do it.
Bet. All right, let's do this for 4 hours. Yep. There's a snake coming out of that horse's butt with fire.
Oh, that was so funny. That is the hardest I've ever laughed on stream. Ever.
I hurt myself laughing at that. I was not ready. I have not been so completely also stuck in a Texas accent for that long in my life. Well, that's a fire-breathing snake right there. It was fantastic.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking about more of the parasocial stuff. Like, we've meandered off into other, like, 14 other topics, but the parasocial aspect of Twitch, I could definitely see... I'm trying to think of other instances where... Not that it's... Like, I don't want to necessarily focus on it being a negatives, because you'll always have the horror stories of, somebody was stocky and an asshole, and somebody would not respect the boundaries of the individual, and people just went full creepy. But there's always I do like.
Howdy, be quiet. Sorry.
Oh god, that's still so good.
That's so good. Sorry, continue.
Parasocial. The one aspect I do like of streaming especially is while the parasocial thing is inherently one-sided, there's also the measure of impact that we can have on people. Because while people don't we don't necessarily form the same connection that viewers do with their streamers, because I mean we're in front of a screen, we're talking and regaling about our daily lives. We are trusting people
with this vulnerable information.
We're trusting people with our lives.
Yeah.
And every detail and aspect of it that we care to share. And in turn, they trust us accordingly and are impacted by us accordingly. I like very much the moments when a viewer will relate to me something that is entirely positive, or something that I had a positive impact on them for, which has happened more than once.
It's really nice when you hear about stuff like that. And the thing is, like, I think it's a good example of, like, how we likely do that more often than we realize, but there's, like, the small minority that choose to vocalize it to us.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like that, I have nothing but respect for that in that instance, where people will be like, I'm going to just message this famous person from their perspective and say, hey, you were really helpful for me on a really crappy day that I had, or you really highlighted a week where I was just trying to get through my week, and your content was really amazing, or this time that you message, like, talked to me directly for a minute, and I felt really listened to and adhered to, and I felt acknowledged as a human being. It was great. All of that stuff. When somebody goes out of their way to message that sort of thing, that is, oh my god, that is.
It feels really nice.
It's so. I don't want to cheapen it and be like, oh my god, that's the good shit, but god, it feels great. Like, I did a good thing.
Yeah, it definitely, like, also, Jen, thank you for linking the Fire Horse short. I think definitely a goal of mine has always been to try to make a difference in people's lives, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to accomplish that, and through seeing that being done through streaming, and I always imagined making a difference was going to be through cancer research or as a doctor or something, but just seeing that relating to others and just the things that you share could make such a monumental difference in at least one person's lives, it's just, that makes all the difference.
It's kind of nice that you definitely, the wanting to assist other people has been a focus of anything I usually get into as a profession as much as possible. And then somebody farts on your face. But then, but then there's also the realization that you are helping people just simply by sharing a shred of humanity with them.
Yeah.
Which in turn, they do the same. And I think honestly, that is one of my favorite things of the platform itself, is that we do a little bit of change on other people's lives, and because it's only fair, they in turn change our lives too.
I mean, from when I started streaming to now, to my core, I'm the same person, but how I perceive things, deal with things, my own self-confidence, and I guess the imposter syndrome is still, we're working on that, but it's less so than it used to be. I know,
Ultra,
at least.
come on. Are you even good enough to have imposter syndrome? Really?
That's the worst. That's so bad.
With the delay, your face just froze.
Are you even good enough? Oh my god, what?
That's honestly, that's my favorite thing to do, and it's the worst part of me as a
What
human
can I
being.
interest you in?
It's so good.
It's like, oh, you need to be good at something to have imposter syndrome about you being good at something. Come on.
Feels
But
bad,
no,
man.
but you're also you're absolutely fantastic, and if you have imposter syndrome, that the fact that it's called a syndrome means that it's not correct.
Mm.
In all
Des.
seriousness, I love being a part of this community.
Oh, Das,
The
thank
fact
you.
that we're able to be ourselves, be vulnerable, and not be judged is something that is much needed in this day and age.
Yeah, absolutely. Das, thank you for sharing that.
That's delightful.
Oh my goodness. What else was I had something else I wanted to share. I am oh yeah, so on the topic of like parasocial relationships,
Mhm.
I would even say, so I'm a very insecure being with making friends, in the sense that like I feel like Quiet, you are someone who like you pour your heart and soul into things, and it's like very obvious like what you're thinking and what you're up to, and like I've never had any doubts with you that like we've been friends.
Oh
But
yeah,
with
no, I'm spilling heart and soul everywhere. It's a mess.
But I'm very personally, I'm very reserved when like making those connections, and I've gotten better with being a little bit more open and vulnerable. But
That's just not
when
reasonable.
other streamers are like me, where it's like it's for me sometimes it's really hard to see like, are we friends or are you being a nice streamer?
A good price.
Oh
for
no
a
no
good
no no no!
cushion.
No, I get that.
Yeah, and
That's entirely okay to be guarded about that kind of thing, because oh no, that was one of the things I noticed when streaming happened, is suddenly all of your cohort colleagues, streamer or coworkers, I guess would be the term.
yeah.
Drive a
Suddenly all of
hard
them are
bargain.
really, 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 really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have like an
hold on.
asshole
When you
coworker.
say this, hold on, because you've got a little bit of a different experience than me, because you very much started off more as like kind of a viewer and friends with streamers, and then you started streaming yourself. Are you saying that there was like a bit of a change when you transitioned into streaming?
More of so my streaming career was a complete meme and accident, and no one ever should quit their job to do streaming the way I did. But with the initial forays, it was 100% legitimate and amazing, and all of the people naturally streamers you interact with, their job is to be very personable.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say, you're not going to. There's very few streamers. I don't think I've really personally met any where you're like, oh yeah, that guy's actually a dick, like just a huge asshole.
Another
Like it's very
satisfying
hard for a streamer to portray that
Bye.
Yeah.
and not get punched in the face if somebody meets them. That kind of thing. With the streaming world, I could absolutely see it being difficult to parse if that person is being amiable or professionally friendly
Yeah.
versus an actual like friend. I totally get that. Like that's a concern that I've had a couple of times as well. You're totally justified in having that vibe. That being said, yes, we're friends, Ultra.
Yes, we're friends. I
There
figured
you
when
go.
I showed up to your home and interrupted your stream that we were probably friends.
That was pretty hilarious.
That
So,
was so good.
Chat, did you know that if I give her the tall chair and then I get the short chair, I'm still taller than she is sitting down? It was a tragedy for everyone.
It was a meme and a half, is what that was.
She is a very short person. I'm a very tall person.
I feel like we're just like TV characters sometimes. You and I.
I mean, I'd be fine being Pinky if you want to be Brain.
Bet. Let's do it.
Yes. Because you could just explain science facts, and I'd be like, I think so, Ultra. Where are we going to find rubber pants on our size at this hour?
How do I... We go this way.
Narf.
Narf.
I interrupted another parasocial question, I think. Distinguishing
Hi
friends.
there.
Yeah, I know. So it's just that's been like definitely for me like a bit of a learning curve, and I think there's two parts to it. It's trusting that when people say things to me and truly nice, beautiful things that like they actually mean it, versus me being on the defense, being like questioning, do they actually mean that? They're just trying to be nice. Yeah, it's just a lot easier to accept that people mean what they mean at face value instead of playing this game of 5D chess where you're doing this dance and
You
you're,
have the
you know,
eyes of a trained
things are a lot
marksman.
simpler than
Hello.
things are simpler than you're making them out to be. And so there's like that part for me, and that has to do with like the parasocial aspect of just like how much of this is us streaming and bantering versus like how much of this is like heart to heart conversations and something that would be said outside of streaming, because a lot of our interactions as streamers are like on each other's streams, right?
Wait, you're streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming. Did you not know I was streaming?
Oh boy,
Oh.
I should put some pants on. This was wildly unprofessional of me, but no, I get that. Although it does honestly, and I'm a terrible human being, but it sounds like you're worried that your interactions with people have a lot of imposters.
I think, I
With your
mean,
imposter
it's
syndrome,
definitely,
too.
yeah, it's a me problem because I grew up with a lot of people that were very two-faced and, like, very much hurt me and would pretend to be my friend to get information from me and then turn it on me.
Oh no, we're all terrified of middle school girls. All of us. Don't worry, it's not just you.
No, but
scared the shit
literally,
out of
right?
me.
It's brutal.
They are so mean.
Oh man, they're
Why?
the
Why are they
cruelest
mean?
people
No
out there.
idea. They're just trying to be mean. It's like I found this new toy. It's called a knife. Ah.
Psychological knife.
It's like, oh, your thighs have cellulite. God damn it. I knew that. Thanks, Cynthia.
But yeah, I think a lot of that was definitely influencing my interactions, and I've actually had people that I'm very close friends with admit to me that it's not that they didn't want to be friends with me, but they found it very hard to actually gauge how I felt about them because of how reserved and kind of on the defense that I was.
Listen, if you don't have PTSD by high school, you have not experienced high school. And defending yourself from very
Stay
reasonable, oh God, I'm going to be attacked again, is pretty viable. So you don't need to feel bad that you're having to put your guard down just a little bit, because you definitely got stabbed a few times.
What's new?
It's like, I don't know, they might stab me. Well, what do you base that off of? Well, I've been stabbed before.
That's nonsense.
Far worse than
I mean, what are the odds of that happening 5 times? Come on. That's just negative reinforcement right there. Like you're being a pessimist. Like no, they have swords still. But no, that's totally viable and 100%. Like I don't think anybody's ever had a phase in their growing up, maturing, adopting, human forming.
be seen. How can I?
I'm just making up words now.
That's
the
okay.
In the human experience, nobody's ever not had a day where they're like, you know what, maybe I should just not be around anyone ever. That whole experience I had yesterday that was awful. I would like to never repeat that again. Like people have it in like the I'm swearing off men kind of moment, or
Yeah.
you know what, maybe I shouldn't be friends with people outside, or you know what, I don't think I need school activities, or screw you, chess club. Stupid Bishop's Gambit. Just stuff like that. Everyone's had that moment where they've been absolutely scorched socially in some fashion.
You have
And
the eyes of-
it's a very natural response to say, maybe I don't do that again. So kudos to you because you're doing that
Morning.
thing again.
Yeah, and I've noticed like other streamer friends that we have. I've noticed similar traits in
Hi there.
them that I've had in myself, and I've noticed them going out of their comfort zone to almost like, you know, give me that olive branch. And unless if you don't pay attention, you don't see it. But it makes you realize it's like, oh, I'm doing this dance of like, is this friendship? Is this parasocial? And it's like, and you might be doing that same dance too. And so let me show you that like, no, I really like you as a friend too.
Is that not the best feeling?
Yeah, no, it is.
Look
And it's
at
just,
the
it's like,
muscles on
that's what
you.
I would like to hear. And I'm taking a jump and a risk because maybe I'm misinterpreting the situation. But I'm like, let me be the person to be like, no,
It's like two,
you're
it's
cool.
like two ETs just trying to touch fingers. friend. And then their glowy fingers touch each other and you're like, friend. But then we go and talk to our chats.
I am
Yeah,
Andal in
yeah.
Darkness,
And so
Count Chaydenhal.
it's been nice. And I
There
think
is
like,
no more generous or just ruler.
I think like there's definitely a part of me that still acknowledges that like I can still get burned and getting hurt or I don't know, somehow betrayed or something is still a possibility, but I'm accepting that that's a risk in order to fully experience a potentially like beautiful friendship.
Exactly.
I'm
Plus,
not
you
telling
have the
that.
added
Anything else?
knowledge and wisdom of your prior
Just
interactions
Mhm.
that you can start seeing. It's like sailing and your ship capsizes in a storm. You get onto a new ship. You start being pretty adept at reading the terrain and the other ships and quite literally the red flags
What?
and saying, "Oh, it's going to be stormy over here. Let's not do that. Oh, this ship looks like it's got its stuff together. Hang on, are those heads on pikes? Oof. Ugh. Maybe we should go the other route. What do you think, guys? Yeah, let's circle around that.
And then
you-
Riboyo says in chat, how many times do you need to be stabbed before you start wondering if you're the problem?
Once.
The thing is, like, there are definitely people in my life where I look at them and I'm like, how have you not realized that you're the problem at this point, right? Like everything horrible always happens to you, but it's like, have you maybe stopped and assessed like how you're treating others? Like, I've definitely been the person where I've looked at other people being like, yeah, how do they not realize? And then I actually had a moment last night where people were talking about how they've had like close friends and best friends and friends since like middle school, and they still talk to them and they still go on a vacation once a year. And I have at least one friend that I've kept from high school that I'm still close with. We don't have the time to see each other though, but for the most part, like I don't really have that experience of like people that I knew from elementary school or people that I've known for years, because those people were kind of awful to me. And so I have trusted myself in knowing that like I'm pretty sure I'm a good friend and I'm pretty sure I've got a good head on my shoulders, but there's always that nagging thought of you don't
What if
have
it's
these
me?
no, exactly. You don't have these long-term friends like everybody else. Maybe you're the problem.
I
The
don't
first
like
time you
and
get
don't
really
want to talk to you.
stabbed, I'll say, I think it's a defining
What?
moment for a lot of people. Because at
Yeah.
that point, you either say, wow, that interaction sucked. That person was awful.
Handsomely.
Or you say,
I'll take every.
was I the reason I got
That would-
stabbed?
Thank you. Thank you. How kind.
And
Yeah.
you'll definitely sort of,
Yes. In fact,
I think
do
your
have a home for
interactions
sale.
after that are going
It's
to
a fairly
be
typical
defined
Chaydenhal
by
home. It's in decent
whether
shape,
you alter
although
your
largely
behavior.
unfurnished.
Because, I mean, I'm assuming generally you don't get stabbed out
Really?
of nowhere.
Then you.
But also,
Farewell.
being able to affect your own behavior versus blaming it or throwing it on everybody else is also going to be really pivotal for, I think, just
Oh.
development.
Absolutely, and I think for me personally, I will be the first person to take accountability for things that I have done wrong. And I'm not a perfect person, but at the same time, I don't think I've deserved the backstabbing that has come my way.
was gonna say. I mean,
I don't think
I think
anyone
you're- I
does.
think
I don't think anyone does. No one deserves that.
yeah.
Okay,
I can think of historical figures.
a select few.
Historical
Fair.
figures. Some of them, you know what? I think Caesar had it coming.
Just gonna
He
say
was
it.
It's kind of a dick. I don't know. Yeah,
there.
hot takes here with me.
You're off duty now.
Caesar. What did Caesar do? What did he do? Wait.
The dictator?
Oh, you're
Let me-
talking about the Roman and not the dog whisperer.
What? How do you go?
See,
Oh,
you
yeah, the
don't know who
dog
Caesar
whisperer.
Milan is?
No, you don't know who Julius Caesar, the dictator of the Roman Empire, who was famously
I know, but
stabbed?
there's more than one Caesar.
Do you know who messed up our calendar? It starts with July. Yeah, that guy.
Is that your beef with him?
Yeah, guess who also screwed up the calendar? Their name started with August.
Oh.
Yeah.
Madame, it's good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're doing well, lovely.
Everybody's
Quiet,
learned
you
something.
guys know each other, right?
What? Where?
Madame Diablo? I swear I've seen her in your chat before.
Hello, Madame Diablo.
Ooh.
Entirely possible. But again, I have the brain of a goldfish with memory problems, which is kind of like being a goldfish that can't get through the entire word of goal before forgetting their name.
Who is this? Wait, wait. Do you guys actually? Are you pulling my leg? Do you not know each other?
I don't know. Hold on. I now
Can
have
you
to
guys?
click
Can
on.
you guys? Can you guys? I think you guys are both really awesome people. I think you guys should follow each other. I'm just putting that out there into the universe. What is the
Fine.
username? Oh right, you're just this disembodied voice in stream right now.
Who is that? How do you not know me, Madame Diablo? I'll have you know, in fact, that I am unexplained on this stream entirely right now.
Can we get a shout out for quiet, please?
Why do you not know me? God, why aren't you following me right now? What do you mean you don't know what my name is? Do you not know
Do you
who
not
I
know
am?
who I am? Holy shit.
Oh no, I do not know you. Well, that's just fake fan right there.
No, it's okay. I think you guys are both great.
So jesting.
I'm just.
No, that's a R bad. There's no. Man, do you know this person? What person? Me.
Do you not recognize that voice?
It's me, Jeff Goldblum.
No, madame, that's my bad. 110%. I'm so sorry.
I'm so used to being on like a camera or having like an at or something. I was just like, how do you not know? Wow. Wow. Oh.
Do you not know who I am?
Oh yeah, basic context
Oh,
clues and
yeah.
information. We forgot
Who
both of
is
those,
he?
didn't we?
This is How to Be Quiet. How to Be Quiet is a besto friendo of the stream. They stream a variety of games. Usually there's a lot of crossover between Quiet and I. They stream earlier in the day, so if you guys are like a daytime North American Twitch viewer, they would be very good for you.
I'm pretty good for that.
Yeah, you're pretty good for that.
Is that Batman?
Quiet has been doing a lot of blueprints recently, but he has historically done a lot of Factorio, Satisfactory, Project Zomboid, SnowRunner,
Arc. Oh god.
Arc.
So much Arc. Is that Batman? Where are they? Yes.
And
Yes,
we're
I'm Batman.
all trying, Madame, I'm gonna rely on you two to peer pressure Quiet into doing some Oblivion Remastered as well.
If I can find some jankifying, it's tempting as hell.
It's Oblivion. What do you mean if?
Listen, there's a lot of jank in a lot of places. It's a buyer's market right now. I could jank Satisfactory into the moon. Repo is great to jank into the moon. Oblivion, I don't know. I mean, Oblivion. No
Oblivion
disrespect,
is
they
the
did-
birthplace of jank. What do you mean?
Excuse me, Skyrim horse. Oblivion doesn't have. Come on. Well, Oblivion did not patent this.
Wait, what's Skyrim Horse?
Skyrim horse is the. Skyrim horse is where you can take a horse up an 89-degree cliff in Skyrim.
Can't you do
Because
that in
they-
Oblivion? I thought you could.
I have not seen that to this degree.
I'm very sure you. I'm pretty sure I was doing that in both games growing up.
It was a really, really high angle such that it turned into a meme. Follow up, the giants launching you into the stratosphere in Skyrim. If you got
Boyo,
hit by
you
a
do
hill
that.
giant, if you got hit by a hill giant in Skyrim,
Okay, that's a
you
meme. That's a meme. No,
Yeah, yeah,
I
you-
will not disagree with that.
That was the Skyrim space program. Red Dead, thank you. Red Dead Redemption, dear lord. Every time I see you streaming, I'll be sure to tell him, wait, who are you? Ruboyo? I'm gonna remember you.
You've done it now, Ruboyo. And
Don't worry.
what have you been up to, and how's your Oblivion playthrough been going? You're so cute, by the way. I had so much fun hanging out in your stream the other day. You're, like, so cute.
Ultra, please. You're married. Wow. Fine looking's not a crime. Whatever.
I wish I had more retorts to the things that you say, but, like, they are just so out of this world and unhinged that I don't anticipate them, and I just don't have a response. I don't have any fun, like, snippy... Red's really good at that, though. Red is awesome at, like, having something to quip back at with whatever unhinged thing you've said. I don't.
I've been... Pro tip.
As
I've
per
been
her
debilitated.
TTS.
I have been debilitated by Red in person once, which will always haunt me, of, I think, trying to find someplace to eat at TwitchCon, and myself and Lollop were both talking and going off on like 4 or 5 tangents, and
Oh, I remember
Red
the
just
story.
stomps in the middle of it and says, yeah, I get it. You two are doing a bit. Where are we going to eat?
You two are doing a bit. Pippa, no! Oh, God.
I've never recovered.
She wasn't wrong.
That's why I haven't recovered. Oh my goodness, that's a kid. Look at that kitty cat.
It's
Oh,
murderous.
he's gonna get you. Oh, he's gonna get you.
Juggalo, we're doing all right. How are you? You had another setback? Wait, did your game crash again?
Oh no.
Oh, no. You made Lollop cackle. It was great. Worse? Wait, what's worse than a crash?
Uh-oh.
Did you somehow soft lock yourself?
Did the magic smoke come out?
Lost 7 hours of gameplay because of another bug that... No! How do you keep finding these? I haven't... Oh my god, I'm gonna save right now. I haven't found any! Oh, jeez. Wait, what are your plans for streaming this week, by the way? What are you up to?
I'm juggling between a couple options
Uh-huh.
because Blueprints has eaten my life, but I don't want to stream for 12 hours at a time because I can't let go.
What do you mean? That's not healthy? Streaming for 12 hours
What?
at a time?
What? Hang on. Listen here, Kettle.
We're trying not to.
We're trying not to. Yeah. I prefer not to, but Oblivion looks interesting. I'm a little concerned about performance itches, so I might give it a shot just to see if it runs and doesn't catch anything on fire.
Okay.
But between that and maybe, I don't know. I mean, I might try something less brain destroying than Blueprints or an entire huge open world RPG.
Yeah, I don't think this week for me, but I think next week I'll probably be getting back into SnowRunner, so if that's something you wanted to hop into and collab on, I'd be super down for that. I'm like trying to get into like roadcraft frame of mind.
Oh God, Roadcraft is coming up, isn't it? I did
Why,
enjoy.
how could you forget my birthday? I thought we were friends.
Roadcraft is on your birthday?
Yeah.
I thought you had like a different calendar in Canada.
What type of calendar do we have in Canada?
Moose-tober. Goosuary. Maple syrup timber.
Bearbuary? Oh, madam, I'm so sorry. Jeez. But yeah, so if you totally open invitation, but I'm gonna be doing SnowRunner, and if that's something you wanted to get into, I'm kind of aiming for like not the week before Roadcraft because I think there's gonna be early access. I'm assuming there's early access. I'm hoping there's early access.
I hope they email me. And that I read the email.
Nothing's keeping you
Did
here.
you
In that
email the
order.
person that I broke the
think I
thing
did.
for? You should check that.
I should check that, yes. It sounds like fun.
If they don't get back to you, let me know. I'll just like request like a third key or something.
You're kind of a badass, you know that?
Dude, that's how we met though. We were both playing like you were doing SnowRunner with Lollip, and then
Oh, yeah.
yeah, dude. I've got
Good
you.
times.
Yeah, good times. It's good.
See if I have Roadcraft in my library.
Oh, Madame, would you be down for playing Roadcraft with us too? Oh my god, I would so be down for you to join us. So there's SnowRunner and Roadcraft. SnowRunner is the game that's currently out. It's a please take a look at the game before you commit to a collab because it's a
Do you want to? Yeah, mm-hmm.
it's a simulation game, so it's like you drive trucks through mud and try to deliver objectives while trying not to get stuck or flipping.
No, come on, don't lie to them. It's you get your truck stuck in the mud, then you get another truck stuck in the mud trying to get the first truck stuck in out
You
of
get
the
a
mud.
rescue truck for the rescue truck, so you can rescue the rescue truck that was rescuing the rescue
Then-
truck that was trying to get the main truck.
Then you send the gas truck because all of your other trucks ran out of gas. That gets stuck way earlier, and then you have to rescue the gas truck with a crane. It sounds like only up.
It's a different. I wouldn't say rage-inducing. I would say the game involves a lot of patience.
It's definitely got that same vibe of you're basically. It's got a Sisyphean sort of progression where you're climbing uphill the entire time, rolling a boulder, and then you get done with the quest, and then the boulder's at the bottom of the fucking mountain again.
Madame, look it up. See if you like it. Shoot me a message on Discord if that's something that interests you. Like, for sure. Hi, Fallen. It's good to see you. No, the whole point of my stream has been to try to encourage and get more women into simulation gaming. And so, Madame, if that's something that you'd like to do, I would love to introduce you to it. But, like, please, I also recognize it's not for everyone. So, like, please look at it and see if that's something that you're interested in.
It is pick.
The game requires
you're-
a lot of assassins.
Nope, read it again.
Wait. Oh, Asians! Okay, well, at least when I'm streaming, only 50%, but yeah.
The stream really, it's a game that just requires a lot of Asians.
I read that as assassins. Same thing. Asians, assassins. Yeah, it's fine. We're ninjas.
All right. Come on, that's stereotyping. You're at least a samurai.
This is true. This is true.
I'm just thinking of a game that requires a lot of Asians.
What sim?
like-
We're talking about SnowRunner Roadcraft.
Oh, yeah. I haven't tried SnowRunner in a hot second. That would be kind of fun.
Please.
My last
Yeah.
experience with SnowRunner. Oh, my last time with SnowRunner, I was trying to do something so off the wall,
Uh-huh.
and then
That's unusual for you.
I feel attacked. Thank you. You know what? I was going to share a story, but now.
No. I want the story. No, please.
Okay, once upon a time, I had a notion of what if I could put. You know how you can make the ghost cars in SnowRunner?
Yeah, your ghost train and your ghost pit.
Yes. It's basically if you never let two vehicles not overlap when you spawn them in, they'll be ghosty and they won't like impact each other physics wise.
Mm-hmm.
And if you keep a chain of those always touching each other, they will not ever de-ghostify.
Correct.
Now imagine if some lunatic put a bunch of cars into one truck and didn't stop putting tiny little cars into one truck until they had 100 of those cars in that one truck.
Ghost trucks.
Ghost trucks.
Is the
All
OG
ghost trucks.
truck also a ghost truck?
It is not.
Bro,
The
you're
ghost
gonna
truck-
you're gonna fry your PC.
I would prefer
I
you leave.
didn't,
friend.
but I
Please.
did take terrible footage of it
Colombia
driving
is
by
dotted with isolated farms
with
and
all of those
settlements,
trucks in it.
with
And
most
then I
of the
took footage of
population
one
in
that
the
was driving
coastal
by
margin.
without any trucks in it. And do you know
Just
how
leave.
hard into the ground you can drive one of those cars?
I think I might have been there for that. You're very
Oh, no.
like you're scraping.
Oh, no. I never showed this footage.
Oh, then I don't know.
I don't think the tires were really above the ground. The worst
That's
part,
so great.
I took one turn into a tiny bit of mud. The whole thing
The whole thing collapsed.
tilted.
I love that
And
you do
then-
this in your spare time. You're not even streaming, and you're like, but what if shenanigans?
I wanted to see what would happen.
As you do.
Yeah, it's like I mean, I have all the funds in the world. Let's just buy 100 little Dons and put them in the back of a giant 8-wheeled trailer with the lowest center of gravity I
Yeah,
can
of
possibly
course.
manage, and get the ramp situated, and then just sort of throw them in one after the other, after the other, after the other, and then just see if it drives. And it does drive for a little bit.
I can totally visualize this happening.
would
Also,
work
Madam,
really
I just
good
want
in
to say
multiplayer.
it's okay that you don't want to play these games with us, but I really appreciated your enthusiasm and just wanting to be a part of it initially. I love that so much.
Like, it was very exciting, but upon looking at the game, I retract my optimism.
I recognize it's not for everyone, so that's why I'm like, maybe see if it's like your cup of tea, right? Like,
Honestly, like, SnowRunner has that weird effect on people where they don't think it's their cup of tea, and then they're playing it for another 7 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna get these stupid girders to this place here with no infrastructure. How did they build anything here in damn Michigan?
dude, I'm so excited for Roadcraft, though. I hope it... I have high hopes for it. I mean, I'm... Wait, did you play the demo? I can't remember if you did.
I did.
How did you like it?
I immediately was attracted to the notion that you could build a road in Roadcraft of all things.
And pile
And
sand?
I've tried myself to build it. Then it said that you could automate it. And then
Yeah.
I very quickly realized that there was really no limitation to how many times you could dump giant amounts of sand to make a road until nothing could really drive on it. Also, when you have two things guided at each other and they're both automated to drive into each other, they don't know how to avoid each other very well either.
That's so good.
So I made a sand bridge, and it was amazing. It only took like 2 hours. But yeah, no, Roadcraft will be fun.
It'll be a
That
lot of
sounds like
fun. I'm excited for it.
Anyway,
but yeah, make sure check to
No,
see if you
check
sent
you out.
emails.
I will check for emails on something.
And then let me know
Spam
if
folder.
you did.
I will definitely remember that.
Oh my, I will harass you.
Thank you for harassing me.
Yeah. No, I'm
There-
the same. I'm the same way.
Yes. On that note, I'm gonna go pass out now.
Yeah,
Everybody
no,
go
dude, thank
follow
you so much for,
Ultrasaurus.
guys. Can we get a big shout out for Quiet? Quiet is amazing and fantastic, and is not only such a good friend of the stream, not only such a good friend of myself and so many like amazing content creators that you guys love and adore, but Quiet is hilarious and has some of the most interesting conversations both here tonight. Oh my god, I podcast when?
Wow, sure.
I it's gonna be like the most off-topic podcast ever.
Yeah. Thank
but
you. That's
no.
very kind of you, Ultra.
Of course, yeah. If you guys follow anyone tonight, please make sure you guys follow Quiet. Quiet, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for hopping in, and thank you for sharing your insight and opinions and thoughts about parasocial relationships and boundaries too. That was like, it was really nice to hear your perspective and to compare and contrast. Have yourself a good evening, and guys, Quiet streams tomorrow, starting at hold on, 2 Eastern.
2 Eastern. Good job.
Yeah, we got there. Okay, cool.
Excellent. Perfect. All right.
Have a
Okay.
good night.
All right. Have a wonderful evening. And remember, lizard boobs.
Guys, please go and follow Quiet. He's good people. We love and adore him. Actually, wait, can someone clip that? Can someone clip that? Can we have that as like a sound alert every single time Quiet comes in here and says hi? I'm so sorry. Yeah. Lizard boobs. A handsome himbo. A handsome himbo indeed. On it, Jen. You're doing God's work. Thank you so much for that. No, Red. Like, I was mostly lurking for Friday's stream. And literally your TTSs were murdering me as I was like trying to get work done. Trying to keep quiet on track so he could beat the game. I endorse this quote. I appreciate you for that. I lose so much bits when he goes off the rails. Actually, you know, wait, Red, you are a mod in Quiet's chat, right? Curly has... There are 2 bears chasing me. I am not Canadian enough to deal with this. Holy shit. Curly has something on her... I am, not VIP. Curly has something on her stream where her mods are able to do TTS, and I need to ask her about that. So, I'm just putting that out there into the universe that... I don't know if Wyatt is interested in having his mods have... I don't know. Do you want your mods to have free reign to TTS? It's a bit of... kind of Pandora's box. But anyways, I'm going to be inquiring about that because I need that on my stream. Do you think the Minotaur will kill the bears? What in crap tarnation is coming after me right now? What is that? Holy shit! I hate it! Ah! Do you think they'll fight each other? Who wins in a fight, a cow or a crab? Oh my god. Do they... I don't think they fight each other. Clyde, thank you again for hanging out. Good laughs, good conversations. Really do appreciate you. Also just love how spontaneous anytime we do anything with each other is. It's never really planned. Yeah, I don't know what Curly... I'm gonna ask Curly about it. Because I'm comfortable with bugging Curly. Oh, wait, Fallen, do you know how that works? Hold on, wait. Oh, if only a Curly mod was here. Fallen, do you know how it works? If you do, can you send me a DM on Discord about it? Hi, Spiritus. Spiritus comes in and it's just like, give me more power, please. Oh, Fallen, thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, Quiet, just open invitation to SnowRunner. I'm kind of just planning to... Okay, so, like, this is like a little... We're breaking the meta a little bit, right? In the sense that, like, I want to, like, prep the stream for Roadcraft, and I want to, like, make sure that, like, everyone is ready and everyone is in, like, a Roadcraft simulation state of mind, and so... there's probably going to be a lot of people streaming SnowRunner in anticipation for Roadcraft, and I want to just make sure that, like, our name is out there. Our name is out there in the category. Even before Roadcraft is, like, released, it's like, people know Ultrasaurus. I mean, I feel like people should know that Ultrasaurus plays SnowRunner, but we just need to remind people, right? Speaking of Oblivion, why did they call it Xbox 360? Because when you... Snake, did you make that... Oh, stop it. I'm checking your chat history right now. You did not make that joke last stream. You did not. Bro, you literally made that joke on May 1st. The only reason I remember was because I said that's not how that joke works. Because if you went 360, you'd be facing it all over again. Bro! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to call you out, but... Spiritus, I'm okay. How are you? It's good to see you. So the joke has gone 360 for Boyo. Yeah, you're... You got it. You're there. Palette cleanser streams, kind of? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Or at least I've personally found it's, like, good to, when a lot of people are anticipating a game, especially in the simulation category, to kind of, like, get your foot in the door for the game that came prior to it, which means that we completely and utterly ignore that Expeditions Mudrunner was a thing, but... Papa Smurf, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate you. Enjoy. Okay. I ever recommend settings for using, like, not abusing it? No, I think my mods would be, or at least I would assume my mods would be pretty good about that. Now I'm second guessing it, but... Oh, I can kill Clanafears, right? What the? What the? Wait, why are these harder to hit now? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no! Finished work today. Nice. I appreciate you hanging out. Oh, Snake, that's okay. No, that's totally okay. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no fussing on my end, dude. You're totally cool. I just had deja vu when you said that. I'm like, did someone not come into here recently and say that already? Uh-oh. No! Time to get dangerous. Cooldowns, and they are typically a... Ooh, cooldowns would be good. Oh, no. I have no health right now. Do you think fortifying my personality is a good call right now?
Hey, listen.
I run with beams. You probably shouldn't do that. Hey, thanks for the follow, though. Hi, Blue Mary. How you doing, lovely? It's good to see you. Oh, God. Why is this guard not helping me? Bro. Use your arrows. Holy crap. Expeditions... My biggest issue with Expeditions is I like seeing progress. I like seeing improvement. And with Expeditions, because every time you started a new mission, it would almost like restart your progress. That was really hard for me to feel good about it. I like seeing me completing, like in SnowRunner or in Mudrunner or in Spin Tires, I like completing like an entire map and seeing the progress that we've made. Like, to me, like, that makes me happy. That gives me joy. Yeah, Spiritus, and I appreciate you hanging out with us too. Absolutely. Oh, one more, one more! Holy crap. Yeah, it felt really good to see the completion of those maps, and like I felt like with Expeditions, you didn't get that same sense of accomplishment. And there's, again, I really don't have anything bad to say about Expeditions. I will say, for me personally, this was not an issue, but for a lot of people, they really didn't like how multiplayer and co-op wasn't a thing that was released with the game. And I know for a lot of people with SnowRunner, having that multiplayer aspect is very, very important to them. For me, it's not that I don't like playing with people, but I'm equally content playing on my own versus with people, so it made no difference to me. But I think that was definitely like detrimental for the launch of the game, the fact that a lot of people most enjoy playing those games in a co-op situation, and the game didn't allow them to do that. And then, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a different cup of tea. They never advertised it to be like the next SnowRunner. It's a completely different game in the series, and I think they did some really cool stuff with it, and they've evolved and they've updated it and made changes to best suit the community. But yeah, no, it's different. Gord, tell me how you really feel. Okay, so what we're doing right now in game right
Good
now,
morning.
guys, is I have too much loot. I have a lot of items that I don't want to sell because I'm a bit of a collector. I like keeping specialty items. I like keeping items where
What is it now?
they're very specific to the quest. And so I am currently trying to acquire the Anvil House. Castle Gate. Maybe we go to the Castle Gate. I'm trying to abandon the abandoned rundown house because I believe it's the cheapest one to get in Oblivion,
Hello
besides the DLC Sorcerer Tower that is a thing, which I don't really gravitate towards that because I never grew up playing with that free tower, so I don't want it. Nothing wrong with it, but
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
time to head to the Grand Exchange. Oh, no way, Juggle, yeah. And then that's the thing, like, I feel like a lot of people have a lot of dislike for expeditions, but I feel like those same people were the people who were expecting a SnowRunner too, right? I'm a hoarder! That is not what I am. I try to be very fair with games. I try to give like my best assessment of them. And I try to be as objective as possible. And I try to differentiate between my opinions and my preferences versus objectively looking at the game. Would you prefer Pack Rat? I would actually prefer Pack Rat.
I am Milona Umbranox,
Does she not have
Countess
pants?
of Anvil. I hope you enjoy your visit. I trust you will give us no cause to regret our hospitality to strangers.
I would like to Anvil.
You can best know Anvil by walking its streets and speaking with its people. My favorite time is the
that's
harbor
nice.
at sunset, the sun and sea to the west.
Rumors?
And Elindaris may or may not have killed his wife, and it may or may not have been an accident.
Oh no.
And I doubt we'll ever know for sure.
How do I purchase the home and no one
Stop
tell me.
talking.
Okay, it's not that she just doesn't have pants, she doesn't have legs or a crotch. Wait, am I? No, she doesn't. I can see the chair.
What?
Good morning. What can I do for you? Take care.
Broken game bug? I mean, what's new?
I'm Darahill, steward of Castle Anvil. We do things differently in Anvil, and the difference shows in the comfort and trust of its people.
Anvil?
The Countess deserves all the credit. I do things my way, indeed, but she gives me the authority and support. You too.
I'm a little confused. I don't know why I can't purchase. Maybe I need to talk to someone. Maybe I need to encounter that house? It's a quest line, what it is. The Lakers? That's a basketball team, right? Those eyes. Yeah, New Game
Looks
Plus
like
is
you're
very
handy with a
interesting, sir.
blade.
Juggalo, for sure.
We're here to help. Farewell.
Is the house by the... No, it's not by the docks. It's in the main city. Why can't I remember where it is? I'm so sure it was... I'm so sure it's this house right over here. Like, this looks so... Yeah, it's boarded up. Look at that. I need to talk to someone who knows something about this house. Berinus Manor. Is Berinus in the town? Yeah, this is the house.
as was foretold by the head of Pelennor.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
Oh, jeez. I have a coin beggar.
Thank you, kind lady.
Thank you, kind lady. And rumors.
Mainlawn and his brother run a nice establishment at the Flowing Bowl.
Yeah, Ever, we should do that. Good idea.
I wouldn't go in there unless you have a strong stomach. We have orders to leave everything just the way it was until the investigation.
I wasn't
into the
going in
chapel
there.
is finished.
Anvil Chapel attack.
It's baffling. How anyone could have gotten in and out of there without being seen by our patrols is beyond me. Maybe that prophet is right. Some kind of
Skooma.
unholy doom visited upon us. Blessings of Arcade upon you.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's go to an inn or something, or talk to an. He looks like another beggar, right?
I can eat for
Penniless
a day with a single
Ulvis.
coin. It's unbelievable. Right in the center of the city, nobody saw anything. Makes you wonder about the competence of the guard, if you ask me. Blessings.
The house
of
for sale with a
Mr.
quest. Main street, left side. Really? Don't I need? Oh, is it the abandoned house? Really?
Ara upon ye.
It's not this. No, it's no. It's not this house. I promise you. No. No. No, it's not. Don't, Pale Rider. I'm trying to, like, not have it spoiled. So let me just try to also figure it out too. Yeah, don't give me answers. Let me see if I can figure this out. Carl coming in the tier 3 sub. No, Pale Rider. It's okay. It's okay. I know you're just excited about the game, same as me. Carl, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the tier 3 sub for 45 months. How are you doing? It's really good to see you. Welcome. Jesson Sextius. He looks mad at me.
Jesson Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire.
No, going to an
Glad to
inn
meet
to
you.
talk to people is a smart
Farewell.
int.
What?
He looks mad at me. Rumors?
I swear that when I passed by
This one!
Benerus Manor last
Yes!
night, I heard someone scream from inside. Velwyn Benerus will never sell that death trap.
Velwyn Benirius?
That layabout? You can find him wasting time at the Count's Arms.
That's... I'm
Enough
assuming
talk.
that's not where we are right now. Pale Rider, thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, he's in here! He'll be wasting time here. God, see, it's your establishment, bro.
Hello, good sir. Hello, good lady. You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you?
I might be.
If you are,
Could be.
I just happen to be selling a manor located right here in Anvil.
Oh, a manor. Pale Rider, I love this quest too.
Yes, I'm selling my grandfather's house, Benerus Manor. If you're interested, I could let you have it for a modest
Could be,
sum.
could be.
I have to sell it soon, as I have pressing matters elsewhere. You're welcome to take a look at it. It's located across the street from the chapel. Once you buy, you get the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. That's the deal. Would you like to buy it now?
Take my money. Take my money. Here's 5,000 gold.
Excellent. Here's the key to the front door and the deed of ownership. I hope you enjoy your new home. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must attend to those
He's
pressing
dipping
matters I
town
spoke of
real
earlier.
quick.
Good day.
All right, chat. So first order of business, we need to go to a blacksmith and get some silver weapons for no particular reason. No particular reason, just for fun. Yeah, here we go. Probably sells it here. No reason at all, no.
How goes it?
Val Morvain. Been making weapons and arms here in Anvil for 30 years. People say I do good work, and I don't aim to argue with them.
Bartering.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
What do you have, good sir? Do you have silver He does not have silver arrows. But he does have... Let's get rid of these iron arrows.
You drive a hard bargain.
I have 3 silver arrows, which I don't think is enough. I'm going to... Ooh, there's a silver bow, though. I think I'm going to use the silver claymore. If I can purchase it. This is gonna... Oh, I'm actually not weighed down. Look at that. That's awesome. We love that. Boots of Bloody Bounding. I think I'm gonna actually get rid of that. I don't think I need that.
You need to make a better offer.
There we go. Get rid of this bone. Why did I pick up the bone? Ugh. Chat, do I need to keep lion pelt and wolf pelt for anything? Someone in chat said I needed to keep the bear pelt, but do I need wolf pelt or lion pelt, or can I just sell it right now? Hi, Elle. We're doing all right. How are you, lovely? It's so good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Yeah, does anyone know? Also, do we need the Welkind stone for anything? The Varla's stone? Oh my god. I'm not selling them right now. We probably need them. They're part of a Daedra quest. Okay, so I have room in my inventory. I'll keep them right now.
Good day.
Disco Kilmore. That's fair, Gore. That's fair. Alright, so let's get ourselves prepped for whatever surprise might be in this house. No idea what it is. I totally didn't buy a silver claymore for any particular reason other than safety. Oh, do they, Pale Rider? Okay, cool. Totally not gonna start off by bringing my sword out and entering the house in sneak mode, because this was a steal. This was $5,000 versus $15,000. What could go wrong? I've arrived at my new house in Anvil, Benares Manor. Looks like the place may need some work, but it was a great deal I couldn't pass up. I can now make myself at home. I remember the premise. I don't actually remember anything. Like what actually... I remember the basement. That's all I remember. Oh man, this house is in need of help. What a nice dream home, steam home. Let's go upstairs first. Let's take care of the upstairs before we do anything else. Wait, is the upstairs fine?
Hey, listen.
No way. Really? Dude, this is such a big, chunky house. Whoa. Guys, thanks for the follows. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being here. There's a chest with some gold. Steam home, dream home. Oh, God. You remember this? Yeah. Hi, Millie. Look at this nice patio, guys. What a steal. What a steal. Like, what other home has this nice patio? I would buy this home, IRL. Honestly, as in this economy... Okay, hold on. I'm not going to spoil things for anyone. Hold on. I'm gonna save my answer, my retort for... Give me 2 seconds. Go to Anvil. Okay, we've done that. Okay, guys, time to go into the basement. It just needs a little bit of WD-40 and some duct tape, and this place is good to go. Basement. This is fine. Like, most basements are, like, pretty typical of this, right? I genuinely don't see anything wrong. Ooh, beef. A repair hammer. Very nice. Sorry, guys. Fellow loot goblin over here. I gotta loot everything. Pretty typical stuff. Pretty normal. One's in chat if you would live here. Before we go down another set of stairs, one's in chat. Who would live here? This is pretty cozy, right? It's like candlelit. It's pretty. It's got a patio. Some furniture needs to be replaced, but like, what doesn't, right? It actually came with some furniture. Yeah, we love this. Cool guy, you might start playing this soon. Nice. There's a lot of shovels, yeah. Okay, okay. It's got a pretty big basement. Ooh, repair hammer. Neat. Wow, guys, we could store so much stuff in this basement. There's so much room for activities down here. I'm very excited to live here. Ooh, lockpick. Ooh, goblin.
Hey, listen.
Thanks for the follows, guys. Thanks for hanging out here. Hope you guys are all having fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now. All right, you know what? I don't actually think I even needed my silver sword. This is like pretty. This is pretty fine. You know what? I think I actually completely forgot this quest. I don't think I think I'm misremembering this with another town. I think this was actually like a fine purchase, right? Plenty of space for new friends and maybe a few barrels of wine. Do you guys see anything weird? Condiment services is here. I don't know. I don't see. Oh, wait. What is this? Sealed portal. A continuation of the wine cellar, perhaps? Not me quick saving and going into sneak mode. Wait. Wait, why can't I open it? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Hello? Okay, hold on. I'm missing. No one spoil it for me. I'm missing something. What? I hope no one said it in chat. Hold on. I'm going to ponder upon that weird, mysterious symbol in the house, and then I am going to... I'm going to take a nap. I am going to take a nap while I think about what that weird portal is in the house, okay? You would still live here? Is there just the one bed? Yes, the one bed. Okay, I'm going to close the doors for no particular reason. And we're gonna go nappy nap, okay? I didn't know they spawned in the bedroom like that! Oh, oh, oh! Ghosts can't open doors, right? I feel like... Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, I don't think the silver sword is helping us. Give them a high five. Can they damage me through the door? Thingies. No. Okay, chat, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. I've got a plan, right? What we do is we open it. We open it. And then we go, I just started blasting, right? Save. I think fire might be good against them. Are you proficient with two-handed weapons? No. No. I probably should be. Oh god. Oh, that kind of helps actually. Hold on. Eat my silver sword. Hold on, chat. Hold on. We can do this. Weak potion of healing. We have potion of sorcery. Okay. Dude, my mouse is not working. I need to get a new mouse. This is actually kind of bad right now. Potion of... Restore health. Okay, good. We killed him. Right? Right? Save. I am not proficient with two-handed weapons, but we're gonna be. Actually, I have fortify health potions, don't I? Fortify personality? I do not. Oh no. Potion of sea stride. Is that water walking? Sorcery, resist fire. Is this shock? Restore endurance, restore fatigue, restore health. I have silver arrows, but I'm gonna save those as like a Hail Mary. I think we're doing okay. He's like barely attacking me. Where is it? Restore and restore fatigue. Okay, chat, we've got this. I actually genuinely forgot that they spawned in the room with you. No, that was not even me like causing a stink about something. I forgot. Apparently I scared the cat pretty badly. Netherlands Princess is in attendance for the opening ceremony of the Canadian Tulip Festival. Oh, very nice. Okay, we're just gonna chill for a second. I'm sure there's more ghosty boys like downstairs too. That was really funny though. I genuinely was like, why isn't this the portal opening? And then I was like trying to rack my brain for when I last played this, and I was just like, nighttime? Sleeping? Oh no, I'm aware. Yeah, no, I know there's one more ghost. He's over here, chilling. Okay, I think we're ready. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is actually more than just him. No! Ultra, get up! Get up! Get up! Sit in a chair. Right, Millie? Right? How is this not leveled up my two-handed skill yet? That's what I want to know. We're just gonna chill for just a second, guys. Actually, oh no, we're in combat, so I can't repair anything. Yeah. Oh, you jerk. Nice. It's haunted! Big surprise! I was awakened by ghosts that attacked me as I slept. As I awoke, I thought I heard a crash from downstairs. I should search the house and investigate. Oh, God. Why, of course. Crash from downstairs, you say? Whoa, what's that? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, what? Oh, no. Was that up there? I found a skeletal hand next to a page from a diary. The diary makes mention of a secret room in the house that only a true-blooded Beneris, sorry, I can't read tonight, can open. I'm going to need to talk to Velwyn about this. I may have to ask around town to find out where he's gone. The people of Anvil are worms. How dare they criticize what they don't understand? I shall have my vengeance in a form they cannot possibly imagine. I shall use the souls of the departed to prolong my own life. The tomb is very specific. I must have more bodies. Yes, more bodies. I must protect myself from those meddlers. They shall not interfere in my designs. I have constructed a room in the basement of this manor. It is where I will enter my corporeal self, and I will transcend this plane of existence. Only a true-blooded Beneris may open the portal, so if I fail, however unlikely that may be, a descendant may attempt to follow in my footsteps to carry on the true way. To make sure our secret is safe, I have harnessed the spirits of those whose bodies I have defiled to forever guard the place. Great. No, Kier, that's totally ethical. That's fine. The fools think I don't hear them speaking? I can hear the rumor and innuendo. They intend to meddle in powers they can barely comprehend. They call me an old fool and shun me. The young dare each other to step foot in my yard. I have become the stuff of old wives' tales and campfire stories. They dismiss me as an oddity. But soon they will see, when all of Anvil lies in waste around me, when their corpses litter the streets and their blood dampens the earth, only then will my true power be known and feared. Oh, good God. Get off my lawn in, like, the most extreme way possible. Alright, guys, this is a good step for me to... I need to pee really, really, really badly. So I'm gonna go and pee. We're gonna find this guy. We're gonna go into the spooky dooky basement, and it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna be right back, okay?